So I just want to share what I got going on here with my troop tree, and what I'm going to be doing is hopefully I'm going to be making a mod and sharing it, but the only way it's going to be playable is if you have the mod list in the same version, so it's going to be a bit of a setup. But anyway, let's just look at the trees. So the Empire here, it's got a mage, archer, dark shaman. They're more into dark magic, and they just have a lot of shields and good armor, good weapons. So they're a pretty solid army. They also have some of these inhuman things on their horse tree. They're pretty overpowered. They got mage weapons as well as legendary melee weapons. Legendary armor too. So one of their best characters is this legendary guard here. Royal guard, I guess I call them. But he's got legendary weapons and a single kill or a single hit spear. If he stabs you or throws it, more often than not it'll be a insta kill on most troops. Sometimes I've survived one stab before, so I shouldn't say it's insta kill on everybody, but anyway, it's pretty dangerous. They're called super spears. They do a lot of damage. So Vlandia, I haven't quite finished yet, but what I'm doing is turning them into so basically they've discovered rifles first, and they're gonna be, every team has their own rifleman and every team has their own mage and that stuff, but these guys are gonna specialize in rifles, and they will have some of these inhumans. They got the Fallen here. These are their like hero type, which they have pistols, and then they have some dueling items too. So like I said, I'm hoping to make a mod pack. And what I'm gonna do is upload all the mods that I got going to make this total conversion, and hopefully people are cool with it. Like this is a really old playthrough, and most of those mods are, I wouldn't say like inactive or anything, but I don't want to disrespect, but it's like they're pretty old, some of them. So I'm gonna put it in the description that I didn't make them, and you know, all that stuff, and support the original release. Give them a download and a like or whatever. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together a mod pack just like I would in another game. Or like a server pack, it would be called. Like if you're running a server, you'd put all your mods into a server pack. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully everybody's cool with it. It might just be up for a limited time, because if somebody asks me to take it down, I'm going to have to. Because I don't want to like steal anybody's stuff. I'm not doing it for, I'm not a, what do you call it? I'm not like a modder or a video game creator or anything like that. I don't do designs. I just do a little bit of editing and stuff. So I'm not trying to steal it and call it my own. I didn't make this. All I've done is found all the working mods possible for one playthrough. Some of them I discarded because they were like, you know, they had similar uses with another mod, so I just would get rid of one. But there's a lot of things within the battle stuff, and as well as the diplomacy side of things. But these guys, what I'm going to do is, they're going to be knights as well as these kind of riflemen. It's going to be a mix. It's going to be pretty legendary actually. These guys look pretty cool. And you can see they got their pistols in their hand there. They also got their own inhuman over here. But these guys also, he's got a rifle as well, so it's a little bit insane, but I'm just really trying to mix it up out there. And so, I mean, other armies will have these riflemen. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Because I just got a little bored, like my guy can take on hundreds of characters on his own. If I equip all the cheat items anyway. Oh, so what else is going on? Oh, here we go. These guys I've started. I haven't quite finished changing this tree yet. The Fians are even stronger, if you could believe it. They got meteor arrows and enhanced arrows, as well as some better armor and items as well. So what I'm doing with these guys is making them into basically like these are like the Lord of the Rings guys. So this guy looks like he's an elf dwarf hybrid type person. But I can't split them up. I can't do like a Lord of the Rings Gondor tree. I can't make my own. I can make my own, excuse me, but I can't like add branches and different things. So the Britannians are going to be elves, dwarves, and man all under one tree. So I think like they got this elf tree. I'm gonna try to make something like a dwarf tree, although they won't be super short, but they'll just have like berserker weapons and that type of gear. So they got their own wizards. So these guys will not have any rifles. Instead, they'll have wizards and enhanced bows. And then what I'm doing with these guys is they're all gonna be samurai. Down to the nomad is gonna be, actually the nomad and the peasant might be ninjas, and from there they're gonna branch into two separate samurais. And I'm gonna get them all uniform, believe it or not. Down to these guys here, this is when they get their tier 5 and 6 items, and they're gonna carry it over. It'll get more legendary down at the bottom here, where I make some like Shogun characters. But this one's gonna be really fun to edit. What I should, oh, it is on tier 6, okay. So what I'm gonna do is probably give these guys the Elden set, maybe. Head armor 125, yeah, it's probably gonna be the best armor. Shield, I'm gonna take away the shield. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, yeah. First, give him a cross Naginata. And then what he needs is a proper sword. Shelnadra Warblade. Throwing spear, no, that's not right. So, one-handed weapons. I think there's a Shelnadra knife. Yeah, there it is. It's just a one-handed version of it's an elf blade, but I've only got one samurai sword. And maybe it does more damage. Let's see. Elden, Rivers of Blood. Swing speed 106. Damage 125. Oh yeah, far more damage. So no need for this war blade then. What he can have is an enhanced arrow and bow. That would be good. Ballista bow doesn't work. I still have, I don't think these work either. From what I remember, they crash, but what's called the ballista arrows will work with any bow. They do heavy, heavy damage. Yeah, that'll do right there. So, and then I need to give him some enhanced arrows. Extreme ballista arrow. I don't know if these Star Hunter arrows work. I'm gonna have to test with my character. Sometimes it just doesn't load if it won't work. These do a heck of a lot of damage though. I'm gonna do it. Gotta keep things interesting, keep it hard. So chest 20. I'm gonna give him the Land of the Reeds. Actually, this is pretty close to what my character Sun Tzu wears. So maybe this will be like the branch he's from. In game anyways, or where he gets his armor or whatever. just trying to think about what I want to do with the helmets and how many I got. I might be able to, yeah, you know what, I might be able to do like a bit of a transition. I was thinking about just doing them all one type of helmet, but maybe one armor, but switch up the helmets. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Switch up things like the helmet and armor, or helmet and shoulder pads and gloves. Okay, hopefully that was a different color. Yep. Okay, cool. So this guy here, change to 6, clear. He's gonna get the same open helmet. After this guy, I'm going to switch cultures. Just going to get this guy a helmet. Just kind of having fun doing this. There we go. So these guys all across the bottom here are going to all have the same helmets and similar helmets here, here. And then I got to figure out what to do with the nomads. So what to do with these guys here? I think I'm gonna keep those type of helmets on them. Just give them some better armor. Giving better armor out all across the board for enemy troops. I got my own troop tree, and I may recruit their troops once in a while. But I like to make them overpowered to fight them. Oh, let's see, key chest here. I'm making most cultures kind of, especially the Valandian and the two empires, I'm making them more evil. Dark empires with dark magic and stuff like that. I think Britannia and the Kazoots are gonna be more neutral. Actually, the Khuzaits are gonna be, they have a little bit of dark magic. But the Valandians are mostly technology, a little bit of dark magic. These guys are mostly dark magic and good sword and shield spears. Got a lot of legendary warriors. I'm not too sure what to do with the Azurai. I'm going to probably switch it up into a bunch of different cultures. Something like Aztec warriors, maybe like Native American warriors, and then maybe assassins and immortals. Something along those lines on there. And then these are going to be the Lord of the Rings, elf, man, and dwarf. So let's go here. I just want to get this guy some better armor. Yeah, that's the look right there. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This guy's gonna get some heavy Federation armor. Let's see, chest. Federation plate armor, cool. Gotta get him one of them metal cowboy hats. There we go. The old kettle hat. Firearm, he's got the pistol. Sword, he probably needs a shield. Just give him a heater shield, that'll do it. So these guys are going to be a little ahead of their time on the battlefield. But each culture is gonna, I mean, the other culture, like the Britannians, are gonna have such enhanced bows that it should compare. But specifically, I've made the Philandians in the Empires overpowered. These guys are gonna have knights and firepower and inhumans and mages. So they got their own line of mages here. There's a Philandian witch doctor, which is kind of cool here. I want to get a hood for him, I think. Oh, my buddy's playing with his squeaky toy out there. So there's actually some shoulder armor that's also a hood. I believe it's a bear and a wolf, so maybe that'll give this guy a proper look here. Clear cape. Here it is. Wonder what's better. Probably a wolf. I don't know. That leather might have been better. Give him a little bit of that skinwalker vibe. Might turn this guy into a dark mage. I don't know. Maybe he's cool where he's at. Spearmen. So all these guys are gonna have rifles instead of crossbows when I'm done. And also knights. They're still gonna have some heavy-duty melee fighters. Jeez, let's go 5, 6. Finlandia. Definitely gotta get this dude a closed helmet. And he definitely needs some better mail. Something like this. Gonna get him some plate gauntlets and stuff too. That's a good one. Federation Talbert. Let's see what he's got here. Yeah, that's kind of the look I'm going for. Trying to get these guys some cool like color on the battlefield to make it. I take off that icon to separate them, just to make it more challenging, a little more cinematic. So sometimes it's a little tricky getting control of the armies, the right one, but it is what it is. Visor helmet. Give him one of those. Let's see what this is here. Oh, what? This should be definitely higher tier, I think. Where am I? What was that called here? Visor, Western Couriers with armed guards. Oops. This guy can wear more of those. Ones with the tabard there. Nice. I'll definitely switch up the variants later. I'm definitely going to make a lot of tweaks before I release my mod pack. Somehow, one way or another, if I can't do it on Nexus, I'll find another way to release a bit of a download where you just drop. You'd have to clear your your modules folder down to just your vanilla folders. What I would do is just grab all of them, put them into a new folder, save it, and then keep this one separate as one folder, and then drag and drop the whole thing into your modules. And what you can do is you can load them back up and switch them back and forth easy as you know, just copy and paste. I don't know if I'm making a mistake here, making them a little too overpowered, but I don't know. I think I've seen that helmet already. I think it's gonna look really cool on the battlefield anyway. Oh, it's kind of more or less the same hat. Let's give him some of these. Now we're talking. Oh, I don't know if I can make that low tier of a guy into a knight. I guess I can do whatever I want. Coat of plates, let's see that. Alright. That's alright, it's not too overpowered. I was gonna give them like full knight armor, but he's got the hat for it. So this way, when I get later into the fights, it kind of gets a little boring when you just chop through the armies. I think I'm going to stop there with the knights. Yeah, these guys are going to be super overpowered. That might not be very fun fighting them. It's going to look cool. Can't wait to bump into them. Who am I fighting right now? I'm fighting the Empire. That guy definitely has to be changed. I've seen these guys a lot. They look alright. They're not fully uniform, but they do look like a pretty cool, what do you call it, mythical army. Once you get down to these lower tiers though, it gets a little easier. I think I'm going to keep these guys the way they are and see how that goes, because they're so overpowered compared to everyone else as far as numbers. So they're not going to be like, they're not going to be quite as armored as these guys. but they're going to be a little bit more, they're going to have a little bit more special weapons, I think. But these guys are going to have some strong blades and big armies. What I'm going to do all the way down to this guy here. Oops. Clear that. They're all going to have that Elden armor. So this army's going to look really cool together. All in a big formation, I mean. Because you will see different ranks. But they're all going to be uniform. Another thing I'm doing is switching up these. I'm going to change the numbers too. These guys here are going to be like the bandit and the marauder. Here I can make these guys into tier 6, 5 and 6 characters. All I got to do is put on the items for it. These are going to basically be Mongolians. Gonna give them really good bows, good horses, good armor. And then I'm gonna tweak the numbers and make them 500 to 1,000 in one group. This guy's got to be changed, definitely. He's one of the raiders. These guys have all been changed. Haven't quite done these. One of the item imports replaced a scarf with these earrings for some reason, so I've been trying to get rid of them on everybody, but so some of the peasants are wearing them as like shoulder armor, is what it is. Let's see, clear that. Sea Raider. What culture are these guys? Sea Raider. Oh. Also, the sturgeons here are going to be just like heavy duty. Heavy duty like knights. Let's see, have I started changing these ones? Yeah. I don't know what special abilities I'm going to give them other than just berserker items. They're going to basically be the knights, Vikings, but they're going to have heavily armored guys as well. Kind of like these guys here. I'm going to keep some of the familiar guys like the Fion champions. And some of these guys down here. These ones are all going to be kept the same names. They're basically the same. I just beefed up their armor. Especially this guy here. I'm going to give them a lot of legendary axes. We'll see if that's enough. I don't know what I could do. I guess they could have also some dark magicians. Maybe a few guns. Pirates, that'll be it. Vikings and pirates. Maybe that'll be the one. I don't know. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Wouldn't mind messing with the Britannians. Got a lot of warriors here. Wizard, Folksman, Raider. claymores and axes for these guys. I'm not too sure what else to do with them really. Oh yeah, they got their... I was thinking they don't got a lot of bows, that's right, because they're over here. Fions and the Fion champions, and as well as I got this elf line, which I'm going to change up later. I think that's all for me for now. I'm going to definitely keep tweaking these, and I'll keep making updates, and then I can't wait to test these out though. Some of these new armies are gonna look really cool together. But anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time.